Hello everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get some water on the north field. We don't got a whole lot of water coming in right now. We'll go up there and close the valve, and might have to check and see why we don't have much water. More than likely somebody above us is irrigating or something. But let's go ahead and head over there and close the valve and send water to the north field. Like I said, we don't have much water coming in. This is the water that feeds the north field. So over here in this one, this is kind of the wash or the ditch that we dump water down, and it actually goes through our property and into a pond on the neighbor's property. So we'll come up here, we close the valve that the water's coming from there or into there, and then we send it back to this one to the north field. So as you can see, the water comes in off the neighbors there, comes down, and then this pipe here, that's where it goes through, and then we dump it into this wash so that we don't have it going to the north field. So to be able to send it to the north field, it'll build up and then head down that way. And what we do is we close this valve. So let's get down there and we'll get it closed. I work it a little bit just because, as you see, it builds up a bunch of leaves in there. So you see, it's not the best setup. It actually leaks a lot back here. So, but it'll definitely slow it down. Let's look over here. You already see that it's filling up here. And you just see by the stuff that's washed down that it's already making its way towards the north field. So as that builds up, we won't quite put the pipe down yet down to send it to the north field, just because if we have to, we won't let any of this stuff that's washing down go by before we start dumping it, because this stuff will clog up our gates. So we'll go ahead and head back down and see how the water's getting down there. Watch if anything's gonna go by or not. We're getting down here. We're kind of ahead of the flow right now. See behind us a little bit, you see the debris kind of catching up with us. So it's starting to build. So it caught up to us. Go ahead and keep heading down. So we're hoping in the future that when our grant comes through, that we'll be able to put a head gate up there where just that pipe is, and this will all be underground all the way down, and then we'll have a valve down there where we dump water to the north field, and then hopefully it's all underground down to our pond. And what that'll help us do is, one, that should give us a better flow to the north field, and we might be able to water the whole field at once. Another thing it'll do is it'll stop all this sediment, or not, I wouldn't say stop at all, but it'd minimize the sediment that we have coming through. So if you kind of see, you know, once again the water caught up with this, and you see all the debris coming down, but you see how much is washed out these banks. You know, at some point, like that tumbleweed got in there, made a dam, and then the water cut around and went around it, so it's washing out these banks. And if we get it underground, we won't have to worry about all this washout and a lot of the sediment that comes in from these banks caving off. So we'll keep heading down. We got a lot of debris to clean up out of this, the trees, branches falling and stuff, so still some work to do on it, but it'd be nice to get water back on the north field. So I've let the water flow a little bit past this 90 that we got put in the water. So we rotate that down. That's how we start getting water. It comes under the road and then starts heading down the irrigation pipe. So I think I've let enough flow by. We're not getting a lot of debris coming by right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get down there, put that down, put some sandbags around it so we start getting water flow and start irrigating the north field. So I got the 90 down in the water, so now we got water flowing to the north field. As you can see, we already got water flowing out the pipe. So the last time I irrigated on this field, I irrigated this southern part, that's what we're on. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave these gates open. We'll start here. Might close that one a little bit. That one's fully open. And I think a cow pipe came by and kicked it open. So it might be hard to see, but what we got here is, so the water the pipe comes out over here, and it flows to the north, down the north field. Well, right here we got a high spot, so hopefully eventually we'll be able to move this and cut this down and take that high spot out of it, you know, just give it more of a better flow to it, you know. But it does all right because we get enough water coming in for it to flow all the way to the end. As you see, we already got water to here, and like right here you see it coming down where we ripped through. So like I said, I'm hoping that water to come where we ripped it, and it'll take off this way and then head down the field. and get in these areas that we've been having a tough time getting water to. So we're gonna go ahead and let the water flow tonight. I might come check it out later to see how it's doing, but it is almost dark, so but we'll definitely check it in the morning. And that'll give it 12 hours of it flowing here, and we'll see where the water goes. So, but please like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment. Thank you.